Do you want to start a business but are too afraid? Did you know that Jeff Bezos has almost gone bankrupt? Are you wondering if he ever worked at McDonald's? Get inspired by this lesson in success by Jeff Bezos.
Think bigger.
Folks, we were taken by surprise when Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, announced that he was leaving the helm of the company, a position he has held since he founded it 27 years ago. He is expected to step down by the third quarter of this year. We all know that under his command, the company has become a technology giant and one of the great references in the field. So big, Jeff Bezos has spent the last few years as the richest man in the world and was only dethroned by Elon Musk recently. And after all, folks, how did he become so rich? Jeff Bezos' real name was not Jeff Bezos. It was Jeffrey Preston Jorgensen. He was born in the American city of Albuquerque in 1964. At the time, his mother was still finishing high school, so she went to school at night and took baby Jeff with her to class. A little while later, his parents split up, and Jeff's mother married a Cuban immigrant named Miguel Mike Bezos.
There was a lot of risk involved. In fact, also in the audience today are my parents, who were the original funders of Amazon.com. They invested about $300,000, which is roughly was a reasonably large fraction of their life savings. And my dad's first question was, "What's the internet?"
When he changed his name to Jeffrey Preston Bezos, he graduated from the renowned Princeton University, where he studied electrical engineering and computer science. After graduating from college, Jeff Bezos worked for a number of companies, most notably the investment fund D.E. Shaw & Co., where he worked from 1990 to 1994. Founding Amazon. It was in late 1993 that Jeff Bezos made the decision that changed his life forever. It was at this time Jeff Bezos decided that he wanted to create an online bookstore.
So the question was, what kind of business plan would make sense in the context of that growth? And I went through a whole bunch of different things. I made a list of 20 different products, looking for the first best product to sell online. Came up with books for a bunch of reasons, but primarily because books are very unusual in one respect, and that is that there are more of them than there are products of any other category.
So on July 5th, 1994, in the garage of his house, Amazon was born, which in the first few months was called Cadabra.
Almost 7 years ago now, I started this most incredible journey called Amazon.com. Actually, at that time, it wasn't even called Amazon.com. It was called Cadabra Inc., as in abracadabra. That was the original name of the company.
Let me open a parenthesis here. As you may have guessed, Jeff Bezos changed the name of his company and renamed it after the Amazon River because he wanted his new company's name to start with the letter A, the first letter of the alphabet. It didn't take long for the company to appreciate in value and grow very fast, and so much. Only 3 years after its founding, Amazon went public on the New York Stock Exchange and was already worth an incredible $300 million. Amazon's expansion. Guys, we know that these billionaires seem to be relentless. Do you agree? And of course, Jeff Bezos was no different. Since he founded Amazon, he always had in his mind that he wanted to sell other products besides books. He didn't want to stay only in the book business. And that was that. Back in 1998, the company also started selling CDs and DVDs. And the following year, he also decided to invest in Marketplace, the famous third-party sellers who sold his products through Amazon. And nowadays, we know that Amazon sells just about everything. I even find it hard to enter Amazon and not find something random that we thought of. Throughout the 2000s, Jeff Bezos continued to launch more Amazon services to the public. For example, in 2002, he created the Amazon Web Services subsidiary that specialized in internet services, which in 2006 became even bigger after it started offering cloud services to customers. Then in 2007, Amazon launched a very innovative product at the time, Kindle, the famous digital book reader that changed our relationship with reading. For example, I stopped reading physical books and started reading on a Kindle instead. I loved physical books for sure. The smell, the feel, the texture of physical books, but once you start using a Kindle, it's kind of addictive. It's very easy and very fast and better for the environment. So the Kindle really came to change that. After all, now we didn't need to keep flipping through the book anymore. We didn't have to hold the weight of the book in our hands since we could do this all through a device which is very light. It was also possible to download several books at the same time and also read magazines and newspapers. Two more Amazon services that I could not forget to mention to you are Alexa, the company's virtual assistant, and Prime Video, a streaming service that has content from various studios and also original titles produced by Amazon Studios. You can already tell from this short time we've been talking that Amazon offers many services. In 2019, it became the most valuable company in the world and is considered one of the 5 biggest technology companies on the planet, alongside Google, Facebook, Microsoft, and Apple. Jeff Bezos became a billionaire in 1999 after Forbes magazine stated that he had already had an estimated fortune of $10 billion. But it was only in recent years that he has seen his fortune grow absurdly. Jeff Bezos' other businesses. Jeff Bezos also has his own aerospace engineering company. Of course, we're talking about Blue Origin, which he founded in 2000. Another Jeff Bezos business that I couldn't fail to mention to you is one he bought in 2003. The famous American newspaper, The Washington Post, by a holding company that he created in order to be able to buy the newspaper. As we know, most billionaires also usually act as philanthropists, and Jeff Bezos is no exception. He created the Bezos Earth Fund to help fight climate change, and the Day One Fund to help needy families who have nowhere to live or nothing to eat. In other words, for those of you who think that Jeff Bezos is too villainous because he's too rich, he is helping thousands of people to eat and live. Now you can see the impact that he has on the whole world, on the world economy. He's in the position he is because he's innovative, because he always thinks ahead. Usually the one who innovates is the one who differentiates in the world. It is impressive what this guy is causing to the world. For me, it's really the before and after of online commerce.
Meet the brands that may be manipulating as we speak in our next video.